God, it's killing my eyes, the sun. Whew.
Jim, you're killing my eyes because you're bright like a sunshine, and this might seem odd to people. We're here. It's June right now. We're on Elim's campus because they have a special event going on.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. It's, I think, the first time out for them doing a car show independent of Scott's Garage, which, you know, great folks over there too. But first time out, they have a pretty good turnout,
Definitely.
and the weather couldn't be better. It's a beautiful sun location right now. And what would you say? It's about 90 degrees, easy?
About 93.
Okay.
But not as humid after the storms roll through.
Yeah, that's great.
I
So,
could be a weatherman. Shout out Kyle McAdams' family in Mississippi.
all right, so should we get started? Hey, and who are we anyhow?
I say, I'm Clem,
And I'm Jim.
and I got you, babe.
That's Sonny and Cher.
Timing's slightly off, but you at home know what I mean. Stay tuned because we're going to have a lot of fun. 2022, Elim at their benefit car show. You're
AC
hanging
variety.
with Clem.
These two have been around these Mopar Chrysler products, and I'm thinking, are they all about?
They make colors.
Okay, okay. Can we tell the story on the color of this car? What it's called? They're never gonna know this.
Oh, I just told them.
Oh. All right, let's cut that one, huh?
Sorry. I was telling them the story. The car color is plum crazy. It's a 1970.
Right.
My husband and I met him when I was 14. I was 16 when he bought this car. And so, this isn't the exact car that we had. We sold it when we got married when I was 18.
I talked to you guys once before here a few years ago.
Yeah, he was just talking about you guys. My husband, he remembered it. But anyway.
Okay,
so,
go for it. It's a great story, guys. So we just pulled you in on this.
Yeah.
You know,
So
we're gonna get some names here in a minute too.
Okay.
He sold it when I was 18 and we got married, and then 6 years ago we started looking to see if we could find one like it, and we found it in Peoria, Illinois.
The exact one?
Except the interior's different, and ours had a white vinyl top, but everything else is basically the same. So it's got a stick, and it's 340. So that's.
You guys are doing the interview. I might as well just hand it them over.
Yeah.
Real fast though, did you get that far into the story as to what Chrysler almost named this color?
Well, there is a lot of purple colors.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Hold on.
Okay. And in the meanwhile, we're going to find out our two viewers here. Okay. You are
I'm Jenna.
Jenna and
I'm Sarah.
Jenna and Jera. If I forget that one, I'm really. Oh, Sarah. I am sorry. I am so sorry. Anyhow, you guys go to do the car show thing regularly, especially in season.
We come from Frankfurt. There's there's a car show in Frankfurt.
Monday nights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we're familiar with like what it's like.
Sure.
So because it's in our hometown.
Do you guys have cars yourself, or have friends that show cars?
Not like these cars, like older cars.
Okay, but still collectible or fun cars, right?
Yeah. Well,
not owning them, just looking at them.
The fact that you're here and you appreciate it, that says a lot right there.
Yeah, I'm into antiques. I collect antiques, so that's
cool.
that's a big thing for me. I collect postcards.
I kind of like some of the shops in downtown Frankfurt that have that as well.
Yeah.
Any special hobbies or deals?
We like to longboard.
Oh yeah, we longboard often in Frankfurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully not around the cars.
Anyhow, what I was trying to get her to say.
I remember.
Okay. What I was trying to get her.
They did name it that, and then they changed it.
They changed it. Okay.
It was first called Statutory Grape.
Oh,
True story.
Well.
And I guess they got a Chrysler Corporation got a lot of flack from that.
Yes.
And, and it's like, what are you doing? So then it went to plum crazy, right?
Right.
So
this one is this is his brother's car. That's his brother's car. It's the same year and everything, but this is, you can tell it's a race car. It's got
Hoosier slicks on it.
Right, slicks on it and everything. But I think that this one is Hemi orange. But there was a lot of different orange colors too. Some juice one. I can't remember the juice one. Some kind of juice. But,
A lot of those tangy colors from that era had those
they were
out there,
awesome.
awesome names.
Purple,
you know.
orange, yellow,
There was a
lime
lime.
green.
Yeah.
Was there any controversial orange color names?
I don't know.
You know, there might have been in the marketing plan.
My husband knows it all.
I had to know why. Why are you asking that?
I mean, if there's a controversial purple.
Oh
there's gotta
yeah,
be a
right.
controversial
The
orange.
double meaning was probably right back there for everything, you know. So
You know what's funny is that this car could have had that name
yeah,
and got through the system. You know what I mean? Because they can't change the name once you bought the car.
Yeah,
it's on your
it's true.
paperwork.
it's true.
Yeah.
And on the sticker also. On
Right,
the
right. Because this guy that owned this car is actually a Chrysler executive.
Okay.
Lives in Michigan. So he's the one that owned it before we bought it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, again, I remember. We're going to run around the front and say hi to your
Okay,
husband real
all right.
fast. Guys, thanks for being a sport.
well, thanks for
and we
listening.
will probably see you in Frankfurt. Okay. Okay.
You like that story?
Okay, we're going to move forward and say hi to an old friend. I know we talked before, but we had to do. We sure did. And your name again?
Larry?
Larry. We had to rehash the plum crazy statutory grape story all over again.
Plymouth called it Inviolate.
Yeah.
Same color, but Plymouth was Inviolate, Dodge's Plum Crazy.
We were just talking over there. What that lime color, that real bright green lime. Does that ring a bell of what that was called? Anybody?
Sublime,
Yeah.
and then I think Plymouth calls it Limelight or something.
Okay. I know
Same
it had.
colors, but
We were saying it
Plymouth
must have had a tangy name out there somewhere, you know. But anyhow, great to see you again. We're gonna
Sure.
be moving on, but
good.
always great to see you at the car shows and
too.
stuff. So
Thanks.
take care.
Thank you for coming. Supporting us. Oh, no problem. It's pretty hot too, so right? Yeah. We're gonna call this at 7:15.
Okay.
Are you okay from this angle, or should we spin around as the sun
Spin
in our
around.
face? Oh, good. Sun in our face. That's just
Sun
what we
in our
want.
face,
We're
right?
getting those rays.
Yeah.
Okay, we're right here kicking right here at the car show at Elim in 2022. And you got a handful of stuff.
I
What's going on?
do. So I have some QR codes to donate to Elim,
Okay.
specifically our Hope Hacks program, which is a program that our adults are able to have jobs.
Sure.
They put school supply kits together, and then they go to students in the community that need school supplies for the year. So
It's a win-win.
yeah, it's a double blessing.
Okay.
So-
Yes, it's a better way of
Yeah.
putting it. You know what? And I didn't get your name at the beginning of the interview.
No, that's
again.
okay. My name's Gina.
Okay, Gina,
Yeah.
we've talked a couple of times off camera. She manages to escape by the time the camera's rolling.
I
We don't know how
do.
she's
do.
got that
I'm
down to
just-
an art, but we got her this time. And folks, if you get out here, it might be a little late right now by the time this gets broadcasted, but next year we're going to do this again.
Yeah, I'll be here.
It'll be well advertised. Dutch Fest is coming up. Elim is just a hotbed of activity at a great cause. Don't ever hesitate to come out here and help out and contribute.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to send her on her way.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks,
See the
bye
QR
guys.
code again?
Yeah, definitely.
We could do this here and then
you wanna
run back over. Yes.
I
I didn't. Did we delegate just now? I don't know.
am just trying to drone here.
Okay. Oh, where are you?
Oh, we're way up there.
You're not kidding. That must be 300 feet.
It's not letting me go higher.
Can you go that distance and still?
Probably in the 6 miles. Flight pattern.
Really? Okay. We're getting our drone 101 lesson here, and while we're waiting for, she's got a. I don't want to bother her too much. She's navigating a drone right now above us, but we're gonna get some first names here, and you are
Shannon.
Shannon and
D.
D. I'm gonna jump over to this side. I don't want to walk in front of the camera, but here we go.
Dan?
Dan and
George.
George. Okay. First of all, you got the best seats in the house and underneath the shade tree, and that breeze is really good. And compared to the humidity yesterday, I'll take this any day of the week, right?
Yeah, I'm with
Right.
Okay. So my questions on the 62 is, first of all, I noticed right away it had a factory 4-speed in it. That is so cool. That is a factory 4-speed, right? Okay, tell me more about it, because that plate really threw me off that's around the shift group.
That's all original. It's all original equipment in there,
Okay.
but it wasn't a factory 4-speed.
Okay.
We converted it.
All right. So you converted it from what, a Power Glide? Okay.
Correct.
All right. Some nice conversion.
LSS ship plate.
Okay, you had me fooled, and I've been around cars my whole life, and I didn't look real close. I was just so excited to see like Oh wow! I saw the shape of the stick and the shift
That's
ball.
a shift plate that's not too common.
Yes, it's not.
Yeah, very-
But yet, anytime I've seen it, it's been with a factory application.
Right.
You know.
Right, that's correct.
So, okay. I'm gonna guess on that emblem. Is there a 348 or a 409 in there?
327.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was a bigger block in there.
No.
Because of the flags on it or something.
It would have an 09 under it if it had. It would have 409 on it.
Okay. It would have the numbers above it.
Right.
Okay. Wasn't sure, but a lot of times, a lot of these guys made sleepers out of these cars.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, with the hood down. You know why? He's laughing already for that street racing. You know.
Right,
Which
right.
I'm sure you never did street racing.
No, no, you kidding me? That's
He's
illegal.
the 59 next to us. That's his 59.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I hit a double whammy here. Okay.
I fixed the drone.
Okay. The drone perhaps might be coming in for a landing. We don't know, but the drone is fixed. So we're all good on that. Anyhow, a couple things real fast. The interior, is that original? It's gorgeous.
It's all original material, but it's been redone.
Okay, it is
It's all picture perfect original.
picture perfect original. You're right. And again, I'll use myself as an example. I'll look at that car and I got to think for a minute. Is this restored or is this original?
It's the last set of exterior they had that has the barber pole. If you look in the seat, it's got black.
Yeah.
The new ones are all gold. There's no black in it
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
So,
I'm trying to think what else. Now that shared the dash that was in the 61 as well. 61 and 62 dash were the same.
I can't answer that.
Okay.
I know the quarter panels are the same. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 59. Okay. All right, I'm going to jump over to the 59.
All right.
Only because, first of all, I love the stance on the car. It looks
you.
like it's kind of lowered in the front, and
Yes.
the baby moon hubcaps on the chrome reverse.
Right.
Very period correct.
Trying to, yeah.
I mean,
trying to get.
street racing type thing.
Right, right.
So take me through the drivetrain a little bit.
It should have had a 409.
Okay.
Or I mean a 348. I'm sorry,
No,
348.
close enough. They look the same.
Right, and it did have a 2-speed power glide in it, and we converted it. My friend Dan,
Okay.
him and his dad, converted it to a 4-speed, and it has a 350 in it now. And like I said, if we knew the technology that we have today with the phones, you can buy these motors and stuff and redo them. But
Yeah,
you know, back in the day, that was done.
Did what you
That was done like back in 87, 88.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the stainless that's on that car.
Yeah, there's a lot of stainless.
Did you do anything? I noticed the grill has got kind of that flat gray. Did
Yeah,
you do
you know what? I kind of spray painted it, but it should have been chrome.
anything? Okay.
So it just.
Because I'm going to tell you a quick story of a
Yes.
buddy of mine. His mom had a 2-door with a 6-cylinder 2-door post model. Like
Yes.
that. Okay. So his dad said, as 2 teenage guys, hey, you guys can do anything. Your mom doesn't mind. You guys can do anything you want to the car. So we went nuts. We painted. It had the small Chevrolet hubcaps. We painted the rims black, and
Right.
so the chrome hubcaps really stood out.
Yeah.
Came up with an integral pattern design that partially with the grill to die cast some of it flat black.
Oh, really?
You know,
Yeah.
so we taped off a pattern, and really got a lot of compliments on it.
I
when we were
bet.
done. You know,
I bet.
didn't have a driver's license yet. Right.
Right.
And meanwhile, Mom is having a fit. She's going, all kind of hot rod people are coming up. I'm at the store at Jewel. But we had a blast. I was so
Yeah.
glad that Dad let us do that.
Oh,
you know,
that's
or
cool.
His dad let us do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, that's neat.
A couple of things again, looking at it from a distance, I love in both cars, I love the rear speaker treatment in between the back seats.
Yeah.
That is so cool as a period.
Right.
And getting that sound in the back seat while you're
Exactly.
cruising.
Right.
is just so
Exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, last thing I know, I didn't look because I've been over here by you, but I'm assuming there's dual exhaust in that car.
Yes. Yes.
And I was going to look at the taillights. Did you do anything interesting to the
No,
taillights?
they're just the cat eyes, and you know what? There's a little slight dent in one of them, but no, they're. If
Okay.
you want to look at it, I think you can get back there, but it's just
I
the
don't know if we got any
original-
B-roll
it's
on it.
the original
Because
cat
I didn't.
eyes. I didn't do nothing to them.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. And I didn't know, a lot of guys used to put the purple dots in there and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And,
No, I love the purple dots.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool when he came up behind somebody
Exactly,
when I hit
yeah.
the brakes.
Right.
But anyhow, listen, have the time of your life every time you show this car. It is
Yeah.
so cool.
Thank you.
Especially when you guys show them together like that.
Yeah.
so.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna grab a hand.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. Take care. Have a great show. I am so excited that it's the coolest car ever, and we got to talk to these guys, and we also got a drone story. And matter of fact, we have her holding the drone. So it must have came home. Okay, stay with us. We got more going on. Okay, we found the owner of this delicious El Camino, and I don't know why I'm saying it's delicious, but it's so cool. This is a 67?
Yeah.
Okay.
1967.
What caught my eye when I'm walking up, first of all, the condition is impeccable and original, but tell me a little bit story of that license plate.
3 Thunder.
Yeah.
Well, this was my father's car,
Okay.
and he passed away about 4 years ago.
sorry.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, but I always loved driving around with him,
bet.
and he used to call me Hot Rodder's daughter, so I have that on the back. And
Wonder how she got that name.
yeah. And then 3 Thunder is, this car will eventually go down to my son. So
Okay,
it will be 3 generations. So it's my dad, me, and then my son. So 3 Thunder, and he used to call it Thunder. And we used to tease him. We'd be like, yeah, but we were saying lightning. He'd be like, nah, but thunder comes after lightning.
Yeah,
we would tease
yeah,
him, you
yeah.
know, because why do you want to be thunder? And he's like, nah, it's thunder. You hear me coming. Like, okay.
Well, as we do a quick walk around the car. Oh, by the way, your first name?
Natalie.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Great. I'm so glad you could break away for a minute.
Thank you.
I'm loving the original blue color. The condition of the car is impeccable. The mat on the back.
My
the bed
husband
is
just painted this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's here too, but he's not right here.
Okay, my hat's off to him. That is a great finish that he put on there. Very durable, and it actually adds to the quality of the car.
Yeah, thank you.
So, anyhow, I noticed you have 350 emblems on the side. Is that in fact the engine that's in
Yeah,
here?
it's a small block.
Okay, cool. To tell you the truth, I like small blocks and El Caminos better than 396s and 454s.
Yeah.
They kick butt.
They're
you know.
fast,
They are
though.
fast, and I'm
But
all
no,
about this.
it's a cruiser. It's just
Okay.
to cruise around and have fun, and
Okay,
we
now-
always bring our dog in it. And
Oh yeah, because you got enough
Yeah.
room, and again now I'm seeing on the back window Hot Rodder's daughter. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't ask you before. What kind of trans is in here? Is it an automatic or stick?
No, it's automatic. It's
Okay.
automatic.
Okay.
This is my
That's so
son,
cool.
Dean.
Hey Dean, how you doing
So-
today? Good. Just say hey, hey.
Hello.
Give me something to take a break later, and Dean, you can have the mic.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's walk around on this side because I kind of liked your selection of. I don't know if your dad did it or you did it, but the Krager wheels.
Yeah, my dad.
Okay, he
Yeah.
had really great taste. It's perfect for this car. And again, I can see the care that went in, and I can see it's tough to stay ahead of it with some body
Yeah,
work down
yeah,
there, but
we-
that's all part of owning a car that's older.
Yeah.
But I kind of peeked around it before we walked over here. The chassis looks good and all that. So again, my hat's off to you that it's in your family, that it has the special meanings that it has,
Yeah.
and you bring it out on an occasion like this.
Yes, thank you.
So-
Yeah, we did. We couldn't miss this. We weren't going to have the car show this year, but so we did the cruise night instead, just so we
Right.
wouldn't let all of our, all the people that come. We didn't want to let
Right.
them down again.
Right.
The last 2 years we didn't have anything, so.
Yeah, it was the last 2 years have been monumentally crazy,
Yeah.
and I know
Yeah.
Scott's Garage was very active with the
Right.
car show that was adjacent to Dutch Fest.
They're going to be back next
Yes,
year.
I went to their website and I heard. In,
Right.
Is it June or July?
June 24th of 2023.
Okay.
So we did this cruise night as a bridge, so if everyone knows we're still here, we just,
And
know.
I think it was an excellent idea, and I think you're going to be very. Look at the folks coming in as we're speaking right now.
Yeah.
So again, I mentioned it, one of your other cohorts earlier off camera.
Yeah.
To have a cruise night during any season, any night during the week is tough because all the nights are booked around the Chicago area. I'm impressed with the turnout that you've had, and as the night wears on, you're going to see a lot more people and cars showing up. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping that. A lot of people are still working too, so.
Right. So
You know.
anyhow, thanks again.
No, of course.
Enjoy. Best success at Elim too.
All right, thank you.
Okay, stay with us. We got more to look at.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the truck from a distance, but it's so cool. I think I've seen it at some other shows before. We never got a chance to talk, but I want to find out more about it. And your name?
Gary Deckinga.
Okay, Gary, how long have you had that?
2 years.
Really? Okay. Was it a turnkey when you got it, or did you
It
add
was.
some stuff?
Yep.
Okay. My hat's off to you. First of all, you finding something like that. Did it come from the Midwest?
I
Or?
bought it in Muskegon, Michigan. Agreed on a price, and I went up and trailered it home, and the rest is history.
Tell me a little bit about the drivetrain or the engine and the
It's got a 355.
small block
But,
V8.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, automatic
So,
trans?
Automatic, yeah.
Okay. Did they change the rear end at all, do you know, or is it probably the same original? I didn't look underneath.
It's a frame off.
Okay, so they totally...
Yeah, they
'cause I'm
rechanged
looking
it. It's got a
from the back.
Mustang 2 front end.
Okay, so you got the suspension done right
Yeah,
and everything else.
yeah,
Okay, I got you.
yeah.
The choice of wheels that are on there and the custom
It's
exhaust,
all the way it was.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's all the way it was.
So do you get a chance in season like we're in now? Do you get a chance to show the truck much?
Yeah, I take it out to shows like this, especially fundraisers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I don't go out every night. I'd rather be golfing.
Anyhow, Gary, I don't want to take any more of your time with your
problem.
friends, but thanks so much for stepping up. The truck is so cool. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about it, and the story around getting it to the Chicagoland area is great as well. So
I appreciate it.
enjoy your golf.
You bet.
Enjoy your singing and enjoy that truck.
All right, thanks.
Okay, take
Have a
care.
good night.
So did you see the paint in the sun?
No, that's fine. No, I appreciate it.
First off, your name, sir?
Mike Carlson.
Mike, how long have you had this beautiful F100?
Since about 2010.
Okay. And
The truck is originally from, I can't remember, it was either from Missouri or Mississippi, one of the two. That's where the guy got it from that I bought it from. And it had a 6-cylinder in it with a 3-speed manual on the column. And I put the 390 in it, the bigger engine with the automatic transmission.
what about the rear end?
The rear end's a 4 9-inch.
Oh,
I had a I
serious
started up with a
business.
411, and then I was traveling when the car shows. I put a 355 in
I
it.
was just gonna say 373, 355 is kind of good. Right, that in between gear too.
Yeah, with the 6-cylinder. The truck originally came with originally had a 373, and that differential is actually in my buddy's 40 Ford pickup truck now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he's running an overdrive.
I was gonna say I've had 411s before with years ago in a Z28 that I had, and it was ridiculous with a turbo 400 transmission, especially on the interstate and stuff. It was just very expensive. But anyhow,
The seats are actually out of a Chevy Blazer.
okay. That's why I saw
Suburban,
you. The nice
Chevy
combination.
Suburban.
My hat's off to the chrome, the stainless condition. I love the old school eyelets on the headlights.
Well, when I bought the truck, it had a white grille, painted white bumpers,
Okay.
painted white grille.
Okay. Now, the usage on this truck on the original owner, was it private or was it an industrial or business use?
I don't know. The guy I got it from, I actually had a 68 International Harvester that was a Chicago fire truck, a chemical sprayer.
No kidding.
And the kid traded me this truck and some money. When I seen this, I fell in love with it. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But he said when he told me it came from Missouri or Mississippi, and I can't remember which one. I think it's Missouri.
Okay.
So it was pretty solid, except the bed. I had to change the floor in the bed because of all the wet leaves and stuff sitting back there over the years. It just rotted it out.
I'll tell you the fruits of your labors. It was, again, you guys, I don't know if you show your trucks together, but
yeah, we pretty much run around.
It is so cool that Ford and Chevy side by side like that, and it's
Well, we don't really. Everybody,
No
I guess,
rivalry?
kind of has their favorites and stuff, but we all help each other out, and nobody really cares if it's
that's the car culture too.
Chevy,
You know what I mean?
As long as it's American.
Yeah, thank you. We'll leave it at that. Anyhow, listen, thanks for stepping up. I know you're with your buddies here, and but you have some a couple of nice standout pieces of hardware here, and I would be remiss not to talk to you. So.
Well, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a hand. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay, we're running across. Like I've always had a thing for GMs, especially Buicks. My dad and uncles and grandfather used to have the car like this, 56, 57. I'm looking at a intensely nice looking 57. We're going to find out more about it. And your name, sir?
My name's Greg.
Greg, take me through this. How long have you had it?
I've had it, this is my 4th year this month.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Now
bought it in 19. Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all,
18.
Okay, great find.
Yeah,
was
it was.
From the Midwest, or?
Yeah, in fact, if you look on the back, you can
Well, let's
see
take a
where-
look.
See where it originally came from.
Okay. I love doing this because it's especially if there's some car dealer memorabilia back there.
Yeah. That's where
Wow,
it
there
come
we
from.
go. West Side Buick, Chicago, Illinois, 4666 West Washington Boulevard.
Yeah, I'm sure it's no longer there. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it got built over.
Yeah.
This is interesting too. Buick did this a lot in the what mid late 50s. They put
50s,
the
yeah.
They put the year of the car right in with the badging.
And so people quit asking what year it was. And
go ahead.
This is the original spare with the original air from 1957.
Well, you just silenced me on that one. Is that a Firestone?
I don't know what it is.
U.S. Royal. U.S. Royal.
Yeah.
Okay, because
this trunk is all original. It hasn't been touched.
I'm just gonna say the factory padding, which is in impeccable shape considering its age.
Yeah.
Again, look at the room in this trunk. It's
Yeah.
just unbelievable.
Stack a few bodies in there.
Yeah.
Golf clubs, whatever. Yeah.
Probably some bad guys with the black Roadmasters maybe just
Yeah, I got it.
Might have done that.
I'm the third owner.
Okay, you took my next question. Okay, take me there.
The guy that I bought it from had it repainted and the interior redone.
Okay.
And he put it in storage for 24 years.
Wow, you didn't get it.
It was out one time for his daughter's wedding, and they spilled something and messed up the front carpet.
Well, I just said if you're going to do the restoration like that and then you store it for X amount of years, I hope he enjoyed it somehow. You know?
Well, he had other cars too.
Oh, okay, that says a lot right there. It's
and that's part of the reason why it just turned 35,000 miles last week.
wow, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. We'll let the GPL get ready to move here, but a couple of things that are cool, like the brake light and tail light setup with the backup lights.
Yeah.
And I have forgotten now which one goes on when you put the brakes on.
This one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, and of course the backup lights in reverse.
Backup lights were an option.
Yes, they were.
So there's no bulb in there.
Okay, now some of them.
There's not even a socket. Everything you need is behind there.
Right.
The wiring and everything.
That
you
always
had
killed
to
me.
get the switch and.
Unbelievable. The traveling for the exhaust through the bumper, that was a big thing back in the day, and I see you've got that going on too. Where you put the fuel, that was always interesting.
Where it ought to be, in the middle, in the back.
Yeah, convenient as well.
Yeah.
I like the post model two-door. It's just like a really, it's sporty looking but like heavy duty looking at the same time. So.
A couple of the best features about this are the three windows, of course.
Yeah.
The line on both sides.
Right, which
and the little crest thing right there. People like that.
Again, attention to detail on the body, and then with the stainless trim, it allowed the nice two-tone paint job, which was so popular in that era.
Yeah.
And of course, as you stepped up from, this was a special.
This
correct?
is a special. It's the bottom of the line.
Okay, but as you went up to, what was the next one? The Super?
The Century, the Super, and the Roadmaster.
And of course, the trim changed on this piece, and then you had your detailing in at the end of that.
And extra badging.
Extra badging.
Yeah.
But there's something about the special. My dad had a special as well. That was a 56. It was a coral and cream color.
Yeah.
But something about the minimum amount of stainless on it and just letting the body shape tell the story.
Yeah.
And it's happening right here with yours as well.
Yeah.
Again, you pointed out this kind of stuff. It's it doesn't get lost with an overabundance of stainless on top of it. So the infamous Dynaflow transmission, is that still operating like it's brand new?
Well, now I had it leak really bad.
Okay.
And I got it fixed, so now it's fine.
Okay.
It always they don't shift. It's one speed.
It's one speed, right? And
but it runs well. It rides well. I replaced the original shocks on it last year.
Okay.
But I kept them. Everything I've taken off, I've kept.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Smart
I haven't
move.
taken that many things off.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up, stepping up. We kind of walked up to you cold. You're sitting on the
no
chair,
problem.
but you have a wonderful car here,
Thank you.
and I wanted to talk to you about it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to move on to my next project.
Okay. Are you going to stay in the automotive end of it, or are you going to move to something else?
Oh yeah, I'd like to get a 65 or 6 T-Bird convertible.
Okay.
Because actually I'm a Ford guy.
Okay. Now it's funny you mention that because I was up until recently I was a Chevy guy, and I now own a 2004 Thunderbird Retro.
Oh, okay, cool.
Black with a white top. Occasionally make some shows with it. But I found T-Bird guys are and Mustang guys kind of like they gravitate together.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I hope you find that.
Well, my first car was a 55 T-Bird.
Okay.
My second was a 63, and then I had a buttload of Mustangs after that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get you back. We'll get you back in that auto light syndrome there. You know.
That's right.
But okay, we'll be on the lookout for you. And if you see me out there too, it's a one of a kind. It's a black with a white fiberglass stop T.
Okay.
04 T-Bird.
So. We're looking for you. Thank you very much.
Thanks again.
Okay. Take care.
Uh-oh. Nice to see you here.
Uh-oh, you
nice
have a Ford?
To see you.
Okay, just like all car events, you run into old friends, and these guys just ran into each other, and we're going to talk about this Mustang here in a minute, and it is so clean, so nice. I don't know where to start, but we're going to take a close look at it and see how long this gentleman's had it.
You're on TV.
Yeah, it's okay. You can stick around. Why not?
Stick around.
Your name?
I'm Fred Wiesman.
Fred. Okay. I'm loving everything about this car. First of all, is that the original paint?
That is not the original paint.
It's an original color.
It's the original color,
Okay.
right? Yeah, for about a year and a half they had it.
Okay, it is.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. It's straight.
Thank
The
you.
interior on it and everything is
all
just
redone.
killer. How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 8 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
I
did
bought
you-
it. It was in pretty rough shape, and
That's what I was going to ask next.
yeah, just had.
Where did you find it?
Had it. It was a young man in Elmwood Park.
Okay, so
it was
it's
close by.
It's a
Yeah.
Chicagoland area.
But it had some body damage and everything else, so the hobby is taking it all apart and putting it back together again.
That's part of it. How was that 289?
It's fine. It's all rebuilt.
Okay.
And I just got it back from the shop where you redid the transmission.
Okay.
So mechanically, it's perfect.
Sound.
And
Did you do anything with the carburation or add dual exhaust or anything like that, or you just keep
it's got duals, yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool.
got duals and a Holly, and the interior was completely empty. It was all the way down to the dash was out, everything was out. I just pulled
Wow,
everything out and then rebuilt the whole thing. I mean,
That is an undertaking.
everything comes from a catalog, so.
Yeah, right.
That's the nice thing about Fords, right?
Yeah. He had a delayed response. Is he a Ford guy?
I am.
Of course he is. That's a
right
beautiful
there.
30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna catch up to you as well, sir.
You want to see the motor?
Yes, let's absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't let him drool on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely redone and.
Oh wow. I love the what you did with the compartment with the flat black, and then the everything's nice. The shock perches and just.
Well, I'm not a professional, but it's a hobby and I enjoy doing it. And I'd love to get back to the original look as the car.
But the added touches, such as what you did with the valve covers and the air filter.
A few cosmetic things
That's
like
a couple
that.
cosmetic
that
changes,
helps,
but it's still true blue Ford.
It
You know
is,
what I mean?
yeah, it is.
So that says a lot right there. Some of the cool things are options, and this is a '67, right?
It's a '67, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about these.
Well, those are
from the driver's standpoint.
Those are turn signals, and so you see those from inside.
Right.
The end from the passenger
I used to think that was the
compartment.
coolest thing back.
It is.
Especially at night when you're
Yeah, it was,
left or right.
they had a taste for some neat things in those years that just made the cars pretty distinctive and different from others. That's what they were doing in the '60s a lot. So it's enjoyable to bring those back into a restoration.
Absolutely, and of course, traditional pony front end with that badging, and a lot of different treatments Ford did to the front grille in that era. As well.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and then there were different models too. The 302 engines, the 351s, the Boss, and so forth and so on. But this is pretty stock. Low end, so to speak,
but
automatic.
Sporty
it's
nonetheless.
Yeah,
so,
it is,
it commanded attention on the street, as it does to this day. So
but that color is really rather unique.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't see it a lot, and it's It's called Lime Gold.
Mhm.
And the original interior was black, but I changed it over to a little different.
And a
different
good
color.
choice there. It color keys real well. I might add too. You saw me walk up a couple of times. I don't know if I was on camera doing this, but I was looking into the metallic on the paint. It's just really, really nice. Whoever did that work and the buffing and everything else,
Yeah, it was done well.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, done well. Thanks very much. It was good to present it to you, and I hope your viewers enjoy it.
Oh yeah, and thank you again for stepping up. This man literally pulled in. We pulled him out of the car and we started talking. So please enjoy yourself. Let me grab a hand.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Pontiac Chieftain.
Okay.
All right, it's been all redone. The motor's been redone. It's all original car. Motor, everything's original. Rewired, as you can see, everything.
Yeah, I see
rewired.
the wiring harness is updated.
It even has bias tires on there. The guy that I brought off, I wanted to keep it original.
Wow.
So he had the interior done. The trunk is solid. All I do is drive it.
It is so cool. Again, this is an era of cars where stainless and the chrome was just breathtaking, you know?
The guy had every piece of chrome redone.
Okay.
What he couldn't get, he bought.
Wow.
So,
again,
he spared no money on it.
I always like to say this because there's a couple other guys here tonight as well, that the eyelets on the headlights is so cool. And it's
you don't see them no more.
No, you don't see them anymore. And
I give you something. A guy said to me, "What's the dice mean?" I says,
Yeah,
I don't
you gotta
know.
be kidding me.
I said, I don't know, really. I said, I never really heard the whole story. I said, I guess because they were rock and rollers. I said,
to me it was, you were a cool dude. You had dice hanging in there.
Yeah.
I got to admit, back in my day, I think I had a garter up there as well.
Yeah, okay.
With the dice.
That was
it's
for the
like
prom night.
Like I was a bit of a player too. You know.
Well, you're giving our age out now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Cancel that. We're gonna take care of this in the editing room. You know, right? Anyhow, how long have you had it?
I just picked it up in February.
Wow.
I just picked, and the way you see it is the way I bought it.
Okay, so
I had
it's
to
a
put
nice turnkey.
Fuel pump and a radiator.
Okay.
That was it.
All right, I'm glad to see you drive it and you enjoy it. It's not a trailer.
I drive it, yeah.
So
this thing, you get it. I had it on the highway already at 75 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
How's it feel on the steering wheel?
Beautiful. No play, no nothing. The only thing, you feel everything because of the bias tires.
Yeah, because that's an error. It's just their 4-ply nylon bias.
And right now, I don't want to change them because they're brand new and they're like $400 a piece.
Oh yeah,
and you can't use the same rims.
Yeah, that's right, because that's a tube tire, right?
No, that's not a tube. The lip isn't as long as for the radials, as wide. The lip's only like this. Yeah. And when you
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, a real Pontiac guy told me that. He said,
okay.
Yeah. So.
Again, and I'm sure you're going to attract real Pontiac enthusiasts every time you pull this car out.
Everyone wants to buy this car.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You know,
two-door hardtop like that.
You don't find them. You don't see them.
No,
I have never seen one here in this neighborhood.
You know, two things. I'm doing all this cool talking. We don't even know who this gentleman is. You are
Ron.
Okay, Ron again. And the other thing is the hood emblem. Is that one of those ones that illuminate?
It lights up.
It lights up. This is so cool. This was an era with Pontiac through the 50s.
You ain't gonna be able to see. I'll turn it on for you, but
yeah, you're not gonna. We could try to shadow it. It's not like it's LED, folks. No. You know what I mean? It's old school. We'll give it a shot. I'm trying to get it shadowed a little bit. You might have to come down lower with the camera and go right into it from the nose.
I can see it from here. It's lit right here. I can see it. Yeah. I don't know if you stand this side, I can see the light reflecting.
Okay. Yeah, it's an incandescent light. At night, it really shows cool. At night, it's like a body light.
The light's not even really bright, you know.
Oh no, it's not intended to be,
it's
really.
Just,
you know,
it's just like a glow.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Two things. The lighter does not work.
Okay.
And the clock. But I'm sending the clock out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that whole era, 50s, 60s. GM clocks for their cars, they lasted about 2 years, a year, and that was it. You know, that's all she wrote. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So, anyhow, listen. I know I pulled you off the chair. You almost lost your phone there.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Enjoy this car. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you're the owner. And
let me know
we'll
when
see you.
I got to
Absolutely. You'll see us. You'll see us. Okay. ran into a car. You know the way you see a car sometimes at various shows and cruise nights, and you're thinking, hey, one of these days I got to find the guy that owns that. This red goat convertible is the story, and boy, tonight we found him right here at Elim, and you are, your name?
Doug Andrus.
Doug, hey, how long have you had this red goat?
I've been working on it for about 16 years, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the fruits of your labors totally kick butt. I got to ask you right in the onset of this thing, the wheels they give the appearance of period correct, and they make it look, the car looks so cool, but the offset, what is actually the inches on those wheels in the offset?
They're 17s in the front and 18s in the back.
Okay.
They're a rally wheel.
Yeah.
But you're able to put a bigger tire on it.
Right.
It originally came with the 14s.
Exactly.
And I could only put little tires on
it. Exactly. But yet, the selection of that wheel with the hub center, it looks pretty correct, but yet it's like high-end cool for 2022, you know what I mean? So,
I agree with you.
So, again, I don't know where to start. I know it had a 400 cubic inch in it. I didn't even look inside.
I can open up the hood if you want.
Yeah, can we do that? Sure. Gorgeous. I love the brake booster, man.
It's the original 400. The car's all numbers matching.
Okay.
I got it up to about 450 horsepower now.
Oh man,
just putting little add-ons.
I was gonna say, to get over 400 horse on a big block Pontiac, dude, my hat's off to you. Totally. Okay, see, you got stock exhaust manifolds on there. Is that right?
No, those are
I can't see from this angle.
Super Comp.
Oh, okay.
Headers.
Okay, I couldn't see past the steering shaft there. I'm sorry.
Super Comp headers. Basically, it's a 68 GTO convertible with the Hideaway headlights.
Yeah.
I got the Flowmaster exhaust system
Okay.
on it. I got the rear end built up to a 373 Posi.
Okay. That's a good ratio for street strip.
Yeah, I still want to be able to go on the highway here and
Oh, absolutely.
I like to travel with it. I built it to be a driver.
Okay.
It just turned out nice.
Did you add the Hideaway headlights, or was that an option from
It was
day
an
one?
option from day one.
Okay.
Yes.
Because to me it was a really cool option. I did know people that had them not functioning correctly, and instead of repairing them, they kept them dysfunctional.
With the paint job that I had done and everything, I've had this bumper on and off 12 times. I am a trained professional with this bumper.
Okay.
And the Hideaway mechanism, because it's all vacuum.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're
what
right.
do you call it? So,
you know, my hat's off to you. The margins are perfect. You're a good body man.
Thank
absolutely cool. You mentioned Flowmaster exhaust. I didn't really take a look at the pipes below the bumper. Is it kind of?
I think it's a H. It's called a hookers, or it's called the Super. I can't even remember what it's called now.
Okay, but it's a wider diameter exhaust, no doubt.
3 and 5/8, or 2 and 5/8. That's what.
Okay, so you're almost a 3-inch. Okay,
yeah.
Which is good, because with that kind of horsepower, you want this baby to breathe.
It breathes good. It does good. I got the 40 series mufflers, so it it romps really good.
Okay. Now, last before I walk away, I'm sort of loving that spoiler. Is that an aftermarket piece, or tell me?
That's the original spoiler from the Judge in '69. It accents the back so well, and then I just had to put it on.
I didn't know for sure, and I was gonna stick my neck out and go, is that a, and then I thought, I don't know for sure, let me ask you.
It's from '69, they came out with it for the Judge. It just accents the back.
Oh, so totally, because it complements the body line that's already there.
And totally
even though it's a bolt-on, optically, your eye wraps right around with it.
But it definitely came stock on some GTOs.
Yeah. All right. Anyhow, listen, dude, enjoy this car every time you take it out. Like I said, I've seen you on the street with it. It's always a head turner.
Anytime you want to wrap, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
Nice meeting you.
You bet. Take care. Thanks again. Okay. We got this Mustang pulling off. We're going to take a look at this. That's the power steering. Okay, we're starting off on the wing window with Mighty Mouse or someone like it, but we're going to find out more about this MG. And caught up with the owner. And your name, sir?
Jeff.
Jeff. Earlier I was by it. You weren't here, but I wanted to come back and talk to you. I was just salivating over this whole thing. How long have you had the car?
I've had it since 2014.
Okay.
And restored it in 2017.
Okay. Did it come from this part of the country, or did you have to really have to hunt this baby down?
I found it northern Wisconsin.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Fascinating. Did it have the factory options that I'm looking at right now, i.e. the rack on it for the luggage and?
Yes, pretty much what you see is how it was when I got it. I did a few different things. The spinners are not original.
Okay, on the wire wheel.
Octagon was the
was
the original. The seats I had redone, and I had the green material inserts put in there to match the color of the car.
Okay. And while we're on the color, I know we talked off camera for a bit, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but what is the name of this color? It is a beautiful selection. You know, as we discussed, it's not a factory color from back in the day, but how did you decide on this color? It's just perfect for this car.
Well, I took a lot of color chips out in the sun, of course, and I wanted something that would really pop on this car. And it was originally green when I purchased it, so I kept it that way. But yeah, I wanted something that would really shine in the sun.
Does. It certainly does. The couple of things as we're standing back here looking at the interior, is that the original MG steering wheel?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. The dashboard is the original. Pretty much majority of everything on here is original.
Okay. Now, was this MG, the cut of the doors and everything doesn't lend itself, you wouldn't call this a roadster, is that correct?
That is what it is.
It is a roadster.
It is a roadster,
okay.
Yes.
Because sometimes I had somebody tell me once that was supposedly a British sports car expert that, like, you know, if you have a lower cut on the doors, some of the Triumphs did, I guess, and it was like the roadster. But I thought it was always the type of rag top that was on it that made it, you know, what is your definition?
Well, the cutaway door that you're talking about were the 3 models prior to this one.
Okay.
It was a TF or a TD, which is what they called it, which was what caught the Americans' eye after the war, and they brought them back to the United States. Yes, they had the cutaway door.
Right.
The fenders were the old type on there. This model was a model, it came out in 1962 to 1980, and it pretty much stayed the same all throughout, except for the rubber bumpers they had to put on, which were the ugliest thing.
Thank you. As soon as you said 1980, I thought that's the next thing I'm going to bring up, but you brought it up by yourself. I think whether you were a British car enthusiast or even an American car enthusiast, everybody had the same opinion on those forced bumpers that were forced to be put on the British Leyland type cars that came to this country. Just horrible.
Yes.
You know what they did to the style of this thing. I see them occasionally at car shows. You know.
Yes. Yes.
But a couple of things. I'm really impressed with the condition of the chrome, the accent chrome around the taillights, the petrol cap, and all that is just so cool. Can we look underneath the hood?
Sure.
While we got you here.
Sure.
Is that some kind of high performance intake on those carbs that filtering and?
Not really. They're just air filters that again came with the car. They're not the original.
Okay.
But these are the original SU carburetors.
Okay.
The engine is again. I put all new rubber hoses in there.
Yeah.
And reworked the wiring.
Okay. There's sort of unique things with the carburetors on these. Of course, this checks oil.
Yes. I have to put oil in there. A certain kind of oil goes in there. Usually after I take it on a trip.
Okay.
And then I bring it up to the level it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Of course, check the oil and the brake fluid.
Oh yeah, all your fluids.
Right.
All the way through. This was one. I call it a screaming 4-cylinder. It really, to me, was a just a fun car to drive or be a passenger in. It was just,
Yes.
it put a smile on your face, cornering and everything else. The turning radius, is that kind of tight on this car? I had heard that it had a really good turning radius.
It has a very good turning radius.
By looking at the wheels and the wheel wells, you don't realize, well, you can really cut these wheels radically.
Yes.
You know, right or left.
And I've done that.
Okay. Gotten on some tight spots. All right, and let me just look at that grill real fast. Those fog lights or running lights, are those like a super high candle power back in the day, or?
They are the type that they used
for rallying type purposes?
Right. They're called driving lights.
Okay. I didn't want to call them fog lights, and but you're right. They're. Do you do? I know there was a whole era years ago where a lot of people did road rallies and stuff like that. Do you?
I haven't tried that yet, but I'm going through my club and trying to do that.
That is great that you're obviously in an MG club, because on the car show circuit, sometimes I'll run into Austin Healey guys, I'll run into Triumph guys. Once in a while, Austin Healey Sprite, which looks very similar to a MG Midget. And all of them, the common ground of everything I just mentioned, clubs.
Yes.
And they network with each other for parts, and they network with each other just to socialize,
Yeah.
My hat's off to you guys with the clubs, really. So anyhow, I didn't mean to pull you off the chair. I know you were chilling in the shade.
No problem.
One last question before I walk away, and that's the location of the rear mirror on the fender here versus the one on the door there. Is that for driver convenience when you're driving, or was that?
It's a side view mirror.
Right.
Really, the mirrors were not a manufactured option. Those were put on when they were brought here in the United States.
Okay.
They didn't have mirrors. The spoke wheels were not production.
Okay.
That was all done when they got here in the United States.
I could be wrong on this, but I had heard it was a real booger to balance those spoke wheels. Not impossible, but you got to find a tech that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, knows what they're doing. Yes, it is challenging.
Anyhow, that being said, I'm going to grab a hand. Thank you so much for stepping up.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy this car every time you bring it out. It's a showstopper as far as I'm concerned. So
Good.
We'll see you around.
From Oak Forest, right?
Yeah. I've seen the cars around here too. Okay. Just here there. Okay, we give up. How many sounds does this vehicle make?
I think 4.
4? Okay, 4.
Plus a lot of noise from the engine. So.
All right.
It's got a wolf whistle, an explosion whistle, and a exhaust whistle.
And it all runs off compression?
Well, the compression is explosion whistle.
Okay.
Goes in where the spark plug goes. Wolf whistle is vacuum, and the exhaust whistle obviously off the exhaust.
Okay.
So, and then it's got the stock horn there too.
I'm loving it. I'm loving that windshield as well.
A little bit of everything there.
Yeah, it is. If you got a minute, can you just tell me about it?
Sure.
Yeah,
it's got more whistles than horsepower, really.
Got an interesting little sound when he pulled in, though.
Yeah. So it's a
Ford. I know that, right?
Model T Ford.
Okay.
Yep. And it's a 26 chassis.
All right.
But it's got 25 sheet metal on it.
All right.
So it's original Ford Model T chassis, running gear, engine. The sheet metal's all reproduction. somebody put it together. Ford never made a Speedster.
Okay.
So,
which I'm looking at the cut of this thing and that windshield. I'm thinking this is a high performance.
Well, it was the wannabe, right?
Okay.
It's the Ford wannabe. Some of the other manufacturers made rally cars, right?
Okay,
Speedsters
yeah.
for competition. Ford never really made a Model T Speedster.
Okay.
But when the Model Ts became popular, you know, especially
There's
in the
so many of them out there. And so many car
people
enthusiasts.
used them for everything,
You
right?
got
There's
it.
sawmills, snowmobiles, all kinds of stuff. So then the Speedster kits came out, right?
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cute. It's got 20 horsepower,
okay,
you know, engine, and it's been in our family since probably the 70s or 80s, you know.
And speaking of family, what's your name?
Sam Van Bruggen.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yep.
Nice flying Dutchman name.
Yeah,
there
good
as
Dutchman
well.
name, yeah.
I got to. I didn't mean to cut you in the middle of the sentence. I just wanted to bring it. I'm always impressed with the rims on these cars because of the wood. Can we talk about that for a
Sure,
sec?
yeah. So it's a wooden frame, it's a wooden wheel with a steel rim on the outside. The earlier wheels actually were wooden, and in order to change the tire, you had to change the tire on the car. The rim
Right.
didn't come off, or you had to take it off at the hub. But these are, you know, demountable, they come off, and the interesting thing about wood wheels is they dry out and they start to loosen up, and you hear a lot of clicking. Mine are doing a lot of clicking.
Okay.
And
I was just trying to think what preventive maintenance through the years.
you drive them in a creek. That's what they used to do. They used to park them in a creek and let the water absorb. Or I've heard enthusiasts sprinkle them with a hose or put a mister on them to try to get it to absorb.
Yeah.
But these are fairly loose, and
okay.
I just in fact, this is the first time I had
And
it
I
out
want to
this
say
year.
I'm looking at it. I want to say that looks like oak to me, but what?
Yeah, I think it's hickory.
It's hickory.
I think it's
Okay.
hickory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, a hardwood as well.
Yeah,
but-
hardwood. Yep.
Okay.
And but the people that are serious tourers, they'll switch to steel spoke wheels. Model
Okay.
Ts had an optional spoke wheel later, or there were aftermarket wheels that would be put on, because these things will fail if you're cornering hard. They'll just, especially when they start to dry out, they'll just
I would imagine.
blow right out. You know, so.
We got some nice Firestone rubber on there as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit newer. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got another Model T, a 15 Model T that's got really old tires on it, and I just leave them on there because they fit the car. The car it's got the original, 100-plus-year-old interior in it, and it's but they're not holding air anymore, so I gotta pump them up to drive it. So.
Okay.
But yeah, this is just a fun car.
The wood accent on the dash, is that?
Yeah, that's the way they were. They
Wow.
were made with wood, and a Model T runs off of magneto and coils, right?
Right.
So you got a series of magnetos there, or coils, I should say, one for each cylinder. And if it was dark out, you could actually see which one is buzzing. When you turn the key on, you'll hear a noise.
Yes.
Right? But if you turn the switch on at the right time and everything is set at the right spot, sometimes it'll just pop off by itself. Now the fact that it's warm, I gotta make sure that everything,
Yeah,
it should crank. This car is not a great cranker.
Get ready to step away in case it's moving.
It's not because it was nice and warm.
Okay.
But this one doesn't crank real nice when it's cold. I have another car that it just loves to crank cold, which is really nice and easy. Yeah, it's fun. I haven't had this one out much, and in driving it, I noticed that the low speed gear is slipping a lot.
Okay.
So, Model T has a planetary transmission. It's a high and low. Your left pedal is low when you push it down and high when you let it go. So when it's in its drive position, that's a parking brake.
Got it.
This is neutral. And when you push this forward, you'll see this pedal move out.
Gotcha.
That gives you high gear. So in normal driving, you pull up to a stoplight and you push it into neutral. You push down for low, and then when you get up to speed, you lift up, you drop your throttle, and then you let it go into high. This is a brake, that's a reverse. So the pedals are really different than a normal.
I was going to say they're integral to the drive
It takes a little bit to get used to. Once you do it for a little while,
I would imagine.
But it's opposite of what you think. People want to step on the brake over
yeah,
here.
you're immediately thinking
you're going the opposite
clutching
way.
and acceleration and braking. And last question for you.
What's that? It's a planetary gear transmission. It's got bands that squeeze and do this and that. It's mechanical. Yeah, I guess it's mechanical.
One last question before we walk away.
Yeah.
What powers up these lights?
So these are actually kerosene, right? So it's got a little reservoir here. Let's see if I can get this off of here.
Look at
And
this,
it's
folks.
dry. It's pretty dry.
Okay.
But it's got a little wick. Right, and you can adjust the wick, and it looks like I'm
There
just
you
about
go.
out of wick here too.
Yeah.
So these are actually, I use torch oil.
Yeah,
And,
which is a smart idea as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
So, I don't know if I can get it back in there. There we go.
There you go. You got the
These
half-turn
are
lock.
electric. The headlights
yeah, I
are
saw
electric.
the wires coming off
Yeah.
of them.
So, and I actually run a 12 volt battery in here. Starts easier, gives you brighter lights.
I was just gonna say, I even see guys pulling out from shows with this old 1956 volt system.
I have a 6 volt system in the
Yeah.
car, and they're dim.
And it's like I'm thinking, oh,
they are not bright at all.
Yeah, they aren't bright at all,
Yeah,
and I'm thinking
yeah.
even the seal beam is just so weak.
It is. It is.
You
It
know,
really is.
so-
but it's got.
Yeah, let's take a look at the power plant right quick as long as we open up the bonnet there.
4-cylinder, 20 horsepower, stock. Nothing's really been changed there.
Okay.
So this is the wolf whistle here. This is the explosion whistle, which uses compressed air from the. So when you pull that explosion, you're basically taking one cylinder out of play. Which there's not much to start with,
I was
right?
just gonna say you only got 3 more now.
Yeah, so you don't want to do that going uphill.
Yeah,
Really. But and the other whistle is underneath, on the exhaust,
On the exhaust,
pipe.
yeah.
So
Listen,
it's fun.
I can't thank you enough. You were pulling in. You saw the attention you and the car got, and I thought, oh heck, let's take a chance. Let's go up to him with a microphone.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're all here for Elim. The cause is so worthy, and
absolutely.
for you to come out with this kind of a vehicle tonight, just says it all.
Yeah,
so.
No problem. It's good. It's a good cause, like you say.
Yeah.
It's a hot night and a good cause.
Yeah. Couldn't put it any better.
There you go.
I'm gonna grab a hand. Thank you so
All right,
much.
nice
Enjoy the
talking to you.
evening.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Anyhow, I wanted to know the story behind it. Again, 3 generations. And your name?
I'm Chuck.
Chuck and
That's CJ.
CJ and
That's Chip.
Chip, that's right, because we were just videotaping Chip inside, who's just locked himself in the Bronco. But anyhow, how long have you had it? And tell us about it.
What year did we get it? 2003 we got it.
Okay.
And
we have Mom here too?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Oh, I didn't see it. It's 2003, but real fast, where's the camera? We're feeding another baby here. So, okay, part of the Bronco family. But, okay, here we go.
Bought it in 2003. He was 13.
Okay.
And
time flies, huh, bud?
I tell you. Basically, you'd open up the passenger door, it fell off. There was no floor on this side, no door post.
Basically, everything from the striker post forward is new.
Yeah, and the inner fenders were going on the front, and at that time it was hard to get stuff back then.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, Broncos are. I mean, everybody wants a Bronco now. But back then, there wasn't too many people.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there some private companies licensed by Ford to build these?
Yeah.
I mean, they cost as much as a new Bronco, probably even more. To be honest with you, it's more desirable for me. I down on this one rather than the new one. But anyhow, what kind of duty was this vehicle doing before you bought it? Was it? And I'll tell you why I'm asking it, because I've interviewed Bronco guys before that tell me this was a farm truck, or this was up in Michigan, and
that's where it came from.
Okay.
Up where Ludington, somewhere area in Michigan.
Okay, for some reason I'm commonly hearing that a lot. There must have been a lot of Bronco sales in the late '60s in Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and in Michigan. So, but anyhow, take me there. Okay,
basically, my uncle had a garbage business.
Okay.
Okay, and my aunt and uncle were up there visiting a relation. They saw it, and they said, well, we're tired of getting stuck in the yard, so they had a plow on it, so they brought it home. and they had it until, I don't know, they bought it, I think it was 2 years old when they bought it.
Okay.
And like I said, we bought it in 03.
It's got 40.
So it was like an on-property vehicle for clearing and work.
Yeah, they used it in their yard, but then they also took it, did my grandfather's house and other people's houses with it once in a while.
Okay.
It was plated.
So it was
runner and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
It was licensed and it was
Right.
plated.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They use it for everything. I mean, they were dents in the roof because he leaned ladders against it to paint his barn and all sorts of stuff.
That's full duty.
Yeah. But I don't know. We just took a time because he got involved with high school and
trade school and
trade
everything
school
else.
and everything. So things we started and all of a sudden we stopped, and it's never, no money's ever come out of the household fund for it. It's all been either a side job or scrapping steel or something.
Hey, my hats off to you because it's hard to have a long-term project like that you got to put.
Yeah.
You got to pay bills. You got to put food on the table. You got your family. You know.
Yeah, it started out as a simple project. It turned into a frame off, so it kind of got.
Wow, that is going full bore.
Yeah.
Full bore. Yeah. Quick thing, because of my lack of knowledge on the top, the roof, the removable roof. That is metal. It's not fiberglass, correct? Okay.
Yeah, it's removable, but it takes you 3 days to do it.
Yeah.
there's got to be 30 bolts putting it down, 30 or 35 bolts holding it down.
I've had people say that before, even if we're talking the ladder Broncos or even Blazers. It's like invite your buddies over and buy pizzas and stuff.
Yeah, pizza and beer and hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for the best. We're all there. The interior, did you?
That's all original. They haven't touched the interior.
Except for the carpet.
I am really impressed. The interior is not so bad.
It's only got 43,000 miles on it.
Okay.
Original factory miles.
Okay.
But it's got one little hole in the CD sitting on, but otherwise I can't. They're so stained because I never cleaned them.
Sure, it was in and out.
And
rain and perspiration and God knows what else.
I can't get them any cleaner than what they are.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, but they are the original interior in it. Except for, like you said, the carpeting, we bought a carpeting kit for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you can crank out yourself.
But otherwise, the dashboard, all the seats, everything is all original.
If we can walk around the front for a minute, is that okay? Yeah, I wasn't sure if the bumpers were chromed or you had them, or you sprayed them with.
They were painted before we repainted them.
Okay, but to tell you the truth, the way you accented things out with the colored grille, the chrome rings around the headlights, and then the paint reflecting in there, and then the Ford letters, you guys well thought out, and it looks really, really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice, just nice. What is the drivetrain in here?
302.50.
Okay.
With a 3-speed manual shift on the column.
Okay.
With a transfer case in it. Regular, with the low in it.
Okay. Now, when you originally got it, did it always have the small block 302 in
Yeah,
it?
that's it.
Okay.
It's all factory. That's all original.
Okay, that is a lot of motor for, I don't know what the curb weight is on this, but that strikes
What
me
did we
as...
weigh it the other day?
38. It's about 3,800.
Really? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just for a grinch, we took it over a scale. Just for, I don't know why, but I just hey, look,
because you know
some
some nut job like me is gonna come up and ask. No, it's just that I would have guessed like 32. You know, I'm impressed that it's so near 4, which has got to be, the handling has got to be better. I see you got some new rubber on there too. So
yeah.
With that short wheelbase, how is?
It spins around pretty quick.
Okay, yeah, I bet. Okay, just so you keep all 4 rubber side on pavement, it's all good, you know. So now that it's where you have it, do you guys show the truck a lot, or do you just bring it out for special occasions?
First time it's been out in 6 years.
Really, I'm so glad to have walked up to you.
In fact, the Ford decals on the Ford in the front, I put them on about an hour and a half ago.
Wow. Okay. Don't lean on the paint, just in case.
No, I just did that. That's a decal, but anyways, I just did that.
But that's.
Well, we got married in 2013. We threw it together in primer. I drove it in the wedding with no doors and no roof. That was our wedding getaway.
I'm sorry,
vehicle.
This was in your wedding?
Yeah.
That is.
Drove it in primer.
A golden moment. This is right. You know.
And then,
you about lost her too. I mean, there's only lap belts in it. He
yeah, it was just
kind of about half.
Yeah, I can see. Honey, I love you, but buckle up.
No roof, so my hair was flying.
We got to get this because she's in a bridal gown, right?
Yes, I was
I
had full wedding makeup. My hair was done, and my hair was flying. There was no roof, So I had to go to reception and get a little. Yeah.
I imagine it. Did you get already? He's married a few hours. He's getting the elbow in the ribs already.
Exactly.
And before we walk away, we've got this beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby. Her name?
Maddie.
Maddie. Gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay. We interrupted dinner, honey, and I'm sorry. But Mom had the bride story that she'll tell you in a few years, I'm sure. You know. But guys, I pulled you from 4 different directions. Wanted to talk about the car, and I'm so glad it was a family deal, and you came up and answered all the questions, and you know, just enjoy this thing. One last before I walk away, the rims that you guys.
Yeah, those aren't factory.
Okay. Did you save the ones that were on there?
Yeah. They were actually on it, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah. With the original snow tires that were from the 70s.
Back in the day? Yeah.
They're probably from the 80s.
Yeah, they look like little pizza cutters.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good description.
In fact, we went to a Bronco swap meet in
Okay.
Michigan 12 years ago. That's where we bought the rims at.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
That was more than that.
yeah.
Longer than
It's been a long time.
I just love the finish on the rims because they're not overdone and they're not underdone.
Yeah.
No.
And the balancing with that type of wheel weight you put on there, which doesn't take away from anything, you know. Quick question too: did you guys have to replace like the
What's
rubber,
that?
the rubber stuff around the windows and stuff? Did you have to replace?
Yeah, that's all new. Like I got all new stuff for the back.
And how were those wipers? Were they still working?
Oh yeah, everything works.
Because I know that's all on top, you know. So,
Yeah, that's well, that's a problem. Without the roof on it, you got headroom. You know, we're tall
otherwise
guys.
you got-
Now it's kind of short,
Yeah.
and you can kind of crunch down like this. Before you could kind of stick your head above to see a stop and go light. Now you got to crunch down. But it is what it is.
It's an experience. All right. Anyhow, I was starting to close off the interview, but did you see something else? Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. That's Clem, who owns AC Variety. My name's Jim. It was just a great experience to talk to your family and all of you.
Thank you very
You can
much.
grab a hand.
Have a good
Be
one,
blessed.
sir.
And thanks for
Appreciate
being
it.
here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, we're walking by and I just caught my eye. You see a lot of beautiful Buicks, and Skylark is no exception, and this one from 68 is just off the charts. We're going to find out more about it and the owner and your name.
My name is Mike Lamantia. Thank you for the compliment too, by the way.
That's okay.
Appreciate it.
Lamantia or Lamantia?
Lamantia.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So-
First of all, how long have you had it?
Well, I just happened to be looking through some old paperwork. I've owned it for 22 years.
Wow.
And
It's very much indexed and very. Your presentation is.
yes, I try to add some more stuff as we go along, you know, so people can do it. But it's so windy today, I didn't want to put a lot of stuff out.
Sure.
But yeah, you know, when we first bought it, I wasn't like over the top happy with it because my wife really liked the car, and I didn't like the skirts. I didn't like the skirts. I'm not getting a car with skirts on it. you know?
Yeah.
But it grew on me, and then we painted it about 18 years ago, probably 16 years ago.
Was it originally red?
Yeah, this is an original
Okay.
GM color. It's called
'cause
Scarlet Red. Yeah.
Because I've seen it before on Rivieras, and I thought I saw a LeSabre years back that had that color.
So the paint and the vinyl top is actually new. Had 2 bumpers re-chromed, but for the most part, the interior is all original.
Wow.
I wish I could tell you about the motor. I mean, other than upkeeping it and taking care of it, I don't have a history on it. So
No, but it's a nice package. A 354 barrel.
Yeah.
It was a healthy motor for this car. I know a lot of people in this era talk about stage 1 and all the performance packages, but the Skylark in general, in my opinion, was sporty to begin with.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was.
Even with that power plant in there, this car had guts.
Yep, that's enough for me. I don't need anything else. You know, these cars that are coming out of Detroit now or wherever, they got 600-700 horsepower, and that's a lot. I mean, that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous.
Right, I hear you too.
So, but yeah, we don't. It doesn't have. It has factory air. That's my one gripe about the car. But for some reason, the previous owner took everything out.
Okay.
I can't explain why. It wasn't like he was racing the car or whatever, but he took out the condenser and the compressor and all that stuff, and I just haven't replaced it. It just costs a lot of money, and then when you start getting into it, you don't know what you're going to find after a while, you know, so.
Yeah, understandably so. Before I walk away, can we go around to the passenger side of the car? I wanted to take a look at the wheels and tires.
Yeah, those are
great.
those are new. Those are from, I keep forgetting what I've done to this car. Those are from a place, I believe it's out in California, called Dave's Vintique Wheels.
Okay.
So you give them your old ones, and then he sends you a brand new triple chrome plated, painted black, the matte black.
They're gorgeous. Not only is the offset deep dish.
Yeah, I went with 14x7s because I like that
gorgeous.
muscular look.
Oh, you got it. Not to mention they make those raised letter tires fit real nice in the wheel well.
Well, these tires here are about 17 years old. Everybody keeps asking me, where did you get those wing foots from? And I'm like,
right.
They don't make them anymore.
No, you're right.
He says, you can, my mechanic friend, he's like, you can drive around locally, he says, but I wouldn't be taking this thing out on any long road trips, you know.
Well, I know you're not, there's no dry rot cracks in them.
No.
But I know that somebody's going to say safety first on that. But yeah.
Well, I got dinged at the Buick Nationals because they only offered 14x6s on the Skylark.
Okay.
But 14x7s are on there. But they ding me for that, but they don't ding me for the dual exhaust because the base Skylark never had dual exhaust.
Even with the 4-barrel? Wow. That I didn't know. I always thought the 4-barrel you had dual exhaust.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. It went on the GSs, but it didn't go on the base Skylark because this is not a custom, it's not a convertible, it's not a California edition, it's just a Skylark. It's the lowest entry model in Buick's line. That's made it. A lot of people come up to me and say, "Oh, I had this car when I was in college, you know, or I was in school," and I guess it was something that they could afford at the time and look good.
Not to mention, it was for the buck. It was a sporty, high-performance car. It had two-door hardtop configuration.
Yep.
By the way, the final top is in impeccably good shape.
Don's Auto Interiors in Elsip. I'll give another plug.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know if he listens or watches, but yeah.
No, but you'll know now.
He did a great job.
Right.
They do great work over there. Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up, stepping up, and
I appreciate
talking.
you stopping by.
I know you're talking to your Buick buddies, and you guys got plans down the road with some Buick Nationals coming up.
Yeah, next week in Lisle at the Sheridan is our Buick National show. We're hosting it this year. The Chicago chapter is hosting it. So Tuesday through Sunday, and the big show is Saturday. I'm just going to have it for display. I'm not going to have it judged.
For points and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want the drama anymore. I really don't.
I don't blame you. You don't need it.
I don't need it.
Love and enjoy the car.
Thank you very much. Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
You too.
Well, Jim, I might have been a little rusty, but I was more rusty than those awesome cars over there. We saw some classics at Elim's first go at a cruise night.
I agree. I mean, we saw all makes, models, and all the way back to like a Model T Ford.
Which was my favorite.
Yes.
Very interesting to learn about the history and hear all those cool horns.
Yeah, as well. And it was a lot of great things to see and eat, and the cause couldn't be better, Elim, you know.
Sure. Everyone we saw had a great time, and we hope you'll have a great time later on at Dutch Fest coming up. Go to Elim's website for the latest information on that. Or if you want to relive past instances of that event, go to acvariety.com.
Great idea.
Thank you. Any concluding statements, James?
No, other than it's great to be back out in the field with AC Variety on the forefront of everything that's happening, whether it's rock music videos all the way down to fundraisers like this, and of course the car culture. We're out there all the time. So it's love to see you. Come up and say hi.
And we'll only get better with time and age.
I don't know about the age, but okay.
On that concluding statement, remember, this is Jimmy, and I'm Clem, and you're hanging with Clem at Elim's Cruise Night.